It's our belated 1 year anniversary, and XIA12 Mask. Try to read the name, and we're gonna talk about movies, Tenet delayed, and Extraction, possibly Clone Wars. All of this in this week's episode. Hello, I'm Kevin, and this is Adam. Welcome to this week's episode. How are you, Adam? How have you been?
Same as usual. Now with the condition of MCO, like now things are getting better now. But seriously, I think the big topic of the week, especially on Twitter, is Elon Musk and Grimes' newborn daughter. Oh my god.
Yeah, how do you say the name again? I couldn't get it.
Okay, because like there's a lot of interpretations. Okay, not a lot of interpretations, but how Elon pronounces it is like, oh, it's pronounced like normally it's like it's X. You just pronounce people pronounce it as XAA12.
Yeah.
But how he pronounces it, the AE, that symbol is the symbol. It means it's also pronounced as ash, so it's X.
Yeah.
X ash A12. Yeah.
X ash A12. Like, do you know the way how you say it? It's like even their kid's name has a creative interpretation. The way how you say it. Okay, you know what? Let's go. I'm looking at a tweet right now. Let's go run by the whole thing. What does the name mean? So X, the unknown variable. I mean, like, okay. I mean, like, we can't say. I don't think you can say much about that.
X, yeah. I mean, everyone through maths. X is X.
The Danish alphabet is pronounced ash. So it's my elven spelling of I. I guess it's Mandarin for love, and also means artificial intelligence. Okay, sure. Then A12, precursor to SR-17, our favorite aircraft. No weapons, no defenses, just speed. Great in battle, but non-violent. So the name basically is saying that the kid loves this aircraft, but it's also an artificial intelligence. Okay, I'm reading it like through Grimes's tweet. I don't get it, Adam. I really, I'm looking at it. I don't get it.
It's really fine. It's really fine.
I know. It's fine, but it just wrinkles my brain.
Yeah. And then like shout out to all the kids who are named Daenerys. You are not the kid with the weirdest name now. Really. Okay, but I think Daenerys is a very cool name, but like because I'm gonna say it again.
Mm-hmm.
White people, and especially like since like this couple, they're like huge like science people.
Yeah.
Like Grimes like studied neuroscience, and then she got into music.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was studying neuroscience, and then Elon Musk, SpaceX and all, and then I mean, everyone would kind of say is that honestly, when I first found out like this is like a few months ago, when I found out when they were a couple, I was like, that is I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, it's pretty out of left field.
Yeah, but then like thinking about it now, like, you know what, I think they are meant for each other in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, they if they love,
even though the age gap is huge.
You know, I think I only heard about Grimes when she performed at the Video Game Awards, when she was performing like her song 4 a.m. 4 a.m. It's supposed to be in Cyberpunk 2077. That's when I also learned that it's like they are together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 a.m. And I before like we started this recordings episode, I went and listened a bit of her music. Like I was listening to Oblivion. I was like, okay, it's like her music is actually has a unique sound to it. Yeah, and I also want to point out like 4 a.m. You want to guess how it's spelled?
Oh, what's new? Okay, all right, yeah, hit it.
4, basically the AI alphabet, M, the AE, 4 AEM. So it's like, okay, she has a love for this alphabet.
Honestly, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like these, they are really interesting people out there, you know. And like Grimes is one of them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Grimes is definitely one of them. And then yeah, and Elon Musk, ever since besides him doing SpaceX, he's been a whole meme, especially like him smoking marijuana on that podcast.
On Joe
Like,
Rogan's
oh, that,
podcast.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, Joe
He
Rogan,
came back
yeah,
recently, you know,
nice man.
the newest episode for Joe Rogan,
Oh,
Elon
really?
Musk is
Oh,
back.
wow, wow.
Yeah, he's back on it.
That's good, that's good. Okay,
Uh,
yeah, but then, like, what do you think of the name? I remember, like, just now you were mentioning that you're like, you don't understand it, but do you feel like people should have
have
this kind of
names like
names?
this. I mean, I not a parent. I've never named a child before, so I cannot speak from experience. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow named her daughter Apple, so uh, I mean, what can I say? I mean, like when I woke up to this news, it's like I can't say I'm surprised because it's Elon Musk. It's Elon Musk. He's the guy who launched the Tesla Roadster right to space.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean, okay, I'm lost for words. It's like, I don't know how to go on with this. It's like
yeah. There's also this other news that came up that I saw this morning where
mhm.
um they probably can't name the child X I or X Ash because like on their in California birth certificate you can't put symbols or in your birth certificate.
Ah
So like so
man.
like a piece they work like O'Brien or something, but like AE like that symbol they probably can't even pick it at all. So yeah.
Can you imagine the kid growing up? It's like hey so he go like this. It's like my name is John. It's like oh John. It's like do you have any other names you go by? It's like well well
Well,
well you know.
yeah. Yeah, and oh my god, the memes for the kids' name is so good. Um,
Give
yeah,
me
there's
yeah.
some debate because the names because the child's name is really like so unique.
Mm-hmm.
Then everyone thinks like it's a robot, like everyone because it sounds like a robot. The name sounds like a robot, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a robot like serial number or something. So like everyone is just like posting up on Twitter about um about his name, like oh Elon Musk I'm scolding X Ash A12, and then it's just like them talking in code. It's so whack. It's so
Yeah.
whack.
There's so many memes about it. I think I think like the one that saw was like two kids laughing at the kids like pe- people with names Daenerys and I forgot what the other person's name. It's also they
Yeah.
take it up from a fictional character laughing at X Ash A12. Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Enough about names, about making fun of
Anniversary.
people's names. Okay, happy anniversary to us, Kevin.
Yes, 1 year. Eventually 1 year. We last year we only recorded 2 episodes. But hey, we're still
Mm-hmm.
here. We're back. We're back. It's been a year. Technically, it's been a year we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Technically. So, what do you think about podcasting? We are about how many episodes
It's
have you done?
honestly, we have done five,
Six,
six, five, six,
5 or 6. I
five,
should
or-
don't
five or
remember.
six, yeah,
I actually don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, five or
But
six. This is the seventh. No,
this
this
is
is
the
the
seventh one.
fifth. This
Huh?
is the
Really?
seventh. Wait, no, this is the sixth. This is the sixth. We're recording the sixth one right now.
Pick a number, Kevin.
I'm not good with numbers now.
Okay,
Yeah, how do you feel?
yeah, but it's honestly really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly really fun. Like just like bring up the topic, putting the topic on the table and just like for us to discuss. I mean, it's just like again like podcasting is just like it's a way of like it's just a way of communicating like your thoughts and opinions on a certain topic or idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, it's really fun. Like I can either like shit talk or like talk or like talk smartly about
Yeah,
all
quote
this other stuff.
unquote.
But yeah, yeah, quote unquote smart. But yeah, I think it's really fun, especially like it's also good to like it's always good to keep up with the news. Also, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're not keeping up with the news now, I think it's really a must, because
Yeah.
times are really changing now. And plus, like news comes through like memes, and then we also talk memes about podcasts. So like when people think about news and like, oh yeah, that meme, right?
Yeah.
Like X Ash A12, you know. So I really do enjoy podcasting. I remember when like I remember when you first asked me to like join a like podcast, just like talk about movies or whatever. I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. And like this like the first like podcast channel I've been on. So yeah,
Mm.
this is really great. Like, it's been a great experience, really.
And you've
So what
never
about you?
and you've never looked back ever since. For me, I think I agree with what you said. It's like I think in some ways like the podcast is like yeah, you get to talk. You get to talk about, I mean, like not technically not everything you want, but things that you love, or like ongoing things. And right now I've like recently, like, because I have been working on like editing highlights for like previous episodes, and I feel like our podcast episodes that we've been recording, they feel like archive, like things that we've
Mm.
said. Like you want to jump back into a different time, like you can just go back and watch these episodes or listen to these episodes. Yes, please listen, watch, like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Um, but going through them, it's like even a week ago, it's like it feels old already, you know. And I don't know, do you feel like it's like we're journaling like events that's going through
Basically,
time?
basically, yeah. And then, but it's always fun to like eventually come back to like what you said, and then you see how much you grow from what you've learned from what
Mm-hmm.
you said previously.
Yeah.
You know, I previously, okay, like for example, I previously had like a very bad take about like, oh, Age of Ultron being like one of the most underrated MCU movies ever.
I
You know,
remember
like
you
y'all are
saying that.
sleeping on it. Yeah, and then I rewatched it. I was like, sorry guys. I agree with y'all. This isn't so great as I thought it was. It was underwhelming. You know, like yeah. The second, like, I think this is the third time we were watching it because I watched it twice in cinemas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I still remember the very first day I met you. It was like you were saying that Age of Ultron is like it's not that bad. I was like, that's the first that's the first person I've heard saying that.
but
Okay,
it's still not that bad. It's all right. You know, it's all
yeah.
right. It's just it just wishes it just like I think it took a step back to like what these Marvel movies are talking about. Okay, but enough about Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about original movies being delayed. Tenet.
Ooh, tell me, yeah, Tenet. Yes,
Yeah.
Tenet.
Do you
Tenet. Is
do you
it?
think
Wait,
it's
is
gonna be
it?
delayed?
Oh yes, no. I thought you were gonna drop on me. It's like it just got officially delayed. Will it be delayed? I would say yes. I would say probably yes, because
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Nolan, he's such a cinema purist, right? It's like like he wants his movies to be shown on the big screen, and I don't think it might. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the US is doing right now. I heard that they are doing like drive-in theaters right now, and cinemas are kind of hurting. Like AMC is dealing with the biggest cinema chain in the US. They're dealing with bankruptcy, I think, and they recently got. Do you know about the Trolls World Tours whole issue that they had?
Yeah. That was the other chain of cinemas.
Or
Not
was it
AMC. Is
AMC?
it AMC?
I think it was
I don't.
AMC.
I oh, or if it was like, yeah, they don't want to like distribute anymore or
Yeah, for
Universal
any
in the US.
Universal films. Like for those who don't know, so Universal released Trolls World Tour on VOD, on demand, and it got pretty good sales, and Universal was upset. It's like, why did you do that? And it's like, and AMC is like, you're never showing Universal films ever again. It's like, and yeah. So about Tenet, but Tenet, I think it's very likely. Like, what do you think though?
It depends on how this whole virus thing goes. Honestly, I mean, I've had like my mindset on Tenet, like being
Mm,
released in July for like the past few years, like past 2 years really. So I'm just like, I just really wish it wasn't delayed because I still think we still do have time. We have 2 months, but you know, if in 2 months, like I'm pretty sure, and obviously Nolan's movies, they all rely on worldwide sales, and especially in the US. And US, they're not like doing such a great deal coping with the whole situation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's probably for the better for it to get a bit delayed.
Yeah.
And I've finally grown into like saying that.
Like
Yeah.
in 2 months, do you even see yourself like going to the cinema? I honestly don't, because I feel like it's even if it opens, like cinemas open, I don't think I'll be going for quite a bit. I want to see how the whole COVID thing happens, you know, because I feel it's still a bit risky, you know.
Yeah, I think, but I think given that we are in a conditional like control order phase right now,
Mm-hmm.
definitely the cinemas won't be open until the end of the month.
Yeah,
Like TGV cinemas not open till the end of the month, and I think I I mean I just really want to go to the cinema, like really, but yeah, it's for the better. Like
yeah.
if Tenet is still being released in July.
Okay.
I mean, on July, and then like cinemas are open, IMAX is open. I am gonna buy 3 seats so that I can social distance myself from everyone, just because I'm not missing Tenet.
But how about the
And
people
I'm gonna wear.
front and back of you though?
Okay, you know, scratch that. I'll just wear like plastic all around me. I'll wear the face shield.
Just buy one of those, the T-Rex costume. Buy that one. Walk
And
into the
then watch.
cinema.
Oh wow, how nice, right? Yeah.
It
No,
did
no,
they,
but
mhm.
I think Tenet is really gonna be delayed.
Yeah, for I
It really
feel
depends on
so too.
worldwide. It really depends on worldwide sales and the US. And
Hmm.
US, they're getting like 22,000 cases nearly every day.
Yep, that's bad.
So yeah, this is probably not maybe anytime soon, I think.
Like a little side note though, do you see GSC? They're selling their popcorn and snacks through
But
through
yeah,
e-delivery. Times are hard. Times are hard for everyone.
TGV popcorn is the best. No question
Yeah,
about that.
TGV. Okay, so okay, we got a bit of like things happening. Okay, back to we were talking about cinemas. Yes, so cinemas, like, let's talk about movies. The movies that we have been watching. That I've seen Extraction on Netflix recently, and I have some things to say about the movie. So Extraction, I think it's a pretty interesting movie that happened because it's directed by Sam Hargrave. Do you know the dude? I don't think you're
He
familiar
looks
with
like
him.
he looks like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that, interesting that you say that because he's a stunt coordinator. He was the stunt double for Chris Evans. He has worked on uh
Hey, Chris
like
Evans.
yeah, I think it was Chris Evans
Oh,
because he worked on he Chris Evans. He worked on Captain America: Winter Soldier, and I think like the two big Avengers movies, Infinity War, Endgame. And and the movie is also produced by the Russo brothers. A script from
and written from them.
yeah, written from Joe Russo, I think, not Anthony. And the movie it's a action first kind of movie, and the action was great. Honestly, the action is
Mm-hmm.
it's really good. There was whole 12-minute Warner that they did too. Yeah, so what doing a Warner is hard now, Adam. It's the hottest thing in the industry right now. But the if I want to give the movie a review, it's like you're playing your action video game, but you couldn't skip the cutscenes. You get what I mean?
Okay,
That's
all
the
right.
movie.
So it's just full on action.
There is dialogue in between, but whenever there's dialogue coming out, it's like I just feel like okay, it's like is this they're just trying to move the paces. Like I think they took a lot of inspiration from John Wick because like John Wick, I would say it kind of inspired the movie. There's even a whole scene where the one of the characters he was pointing a rifle at a dude and he ran out of ammo. So he just stuck him down on the ground while reloading the gun. Like John Wick did that too. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
John Wick is like that.
yeah, John Wick's I would say like John Wick, the first John Wick it's better than Extraction, but the story in Extraction is okay. But if you want to watch something for like action, it's like go ahead and watch the movie. But the story was like, oh boy, you just feel like, oh boy. But I don't mind seeing Sam Hargrave like doing more like action movies, like kind of a la like Chad's style. How do you say his name? Chad.
I have no idea.
David Leitch, one of the Matrix stunt coordinators. David Leitch and Chad Stahelski.
Chat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, and David
David and
Leitch.
Chat the Helsky. Yeah.
Yeah, David Leitch did Deadpool 2. The action in Deadpool 2 was quite good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like okay, like also nothing I want to touch on like all these movies with all this because like would you call it a no brainer?
Is it a no-brainer? I mean, they really the script really tried to do something serious because it's like it's a whole it's a the background of the movie is like the biggest drug lord in India versus the biggest drug lord in Bangladesh, and the drug lord in Bangladesh kidnapped the Indian drug lord's son, and then Chris Hemsworth's character has to extract him out of there, hence extraction in the movie. But
So why say movie like
yeah, but I
okay.
feel like they try to make it because like they want to make it a serious action movie, but I feel like they tried a bit too hard. Like in John Wick, it's like as dumb as the premise, like the first John Wick movie is like. I mean, okay, like there's a bit more context behind his dog dying, but even the summarized John Wick is someone killed his dog and he's upset. But the dog has like because it's his deceased wife's final gift.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a simple goal for John Wick, but like I would say can say the same about Extraction. It's simple, but they try to add layers to it, and they fail. Yeah.
So unlike John Wick succeeding in setting the layers, this one fails. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't go
But
into spoiler territory in case people want to watch it.
okay, but do you think I will watch it? Do you think I will enjoy it? Because I don't know. I feel like all these like big action movies with like big stars and like unless I really hear like a big good and big writers like attached to it, I'm not really interested in them. So like, would you recommend that I watch it or not?
You want to watch an action movie? Yes. You're looking for an Oscar-winning movie? Don't watch this. I mean, like it's still good fun. It's still good fun.
If I can't get both like Mad Max Fury Road, then no.
Okay. You know what? I'll tell you something. This is a fight scene that I've never heard of. Okay, imagine Chris Hemsworth fighting kids. That's all I have to say. You have never seen a fight scene like this.
Yeah, because it's child abuse.
I'm not. It's just that. It's just like imagine like a 6 foot tall slapping like fighting kids. Kids are all about. It was like oh boy. It's very visceral like that scene. Like they don't like the movie's quite brutal with kids actually. Like they show like they show like kids dying. Yeah, it's like they don't show like this world is pretty cruel and stuff like that.
So it's R rated.
Yes, it's R rated.
Okay, all right, okay, not actually okay. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
All
I
right,
don't know.
all right.
And then wait, but what else have you been watching?
Because it was required to watch. We were required to watch Taxi Driver.
Oh yes, okay. Please talk about Taxi Driver.
I tell you, like I think for a while I was kind of like maybe I've been watching too much mediocre films, but coming after finishing Taxi Driver, it felt really refreshing. It's like it's just really refreshing, and I think it's a movie that's perfect to watch during this quarantine period because it deals with like isolation, like loneliness, depression, and it's like if you want to watch this movie, watch it now. That this is the perfect time. I think it has that mood that we all have. I would say that we have right now. It's a good film. I enjoyed it for what it is, and I understand why our friend Patrick was raving all the time. He would just come and say, "You really have to watch Taxi Driver," and it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, but
okay.
my watch
He's a
list
really
is so long.
huge
Yeah,
Scorsese
huge
fan.
Scorsese fan.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of my favorite classics. I can say
Mm,
I can say that now. At the time, I was like, you know what, this is like really damn good.
yeah.
This is really like damn good. But it didn't reach my level of like, oh, you know what, one of the best movies of all time or favorite classics. You know,
Mm.
but I think recently after rewatching it twice this year, oh man, Taxi Driver is it's seriously a masterpiece.
Yeah.
There's nothing else
The, the
to
soundtrack's
hardly say about
great.
Taxi Driver.
The soundtrack is great
Oh,
too. Oof.
oh, that
Come on.
it's really I really think it's one of the best ever. You know,
Hmm.
like because Bernard Herrmann, he's one of the biggest composers of all time also. He
Did Psycho,
and
Vertigo, right?
yeah, yeah, Psycho Vertigo. But like this one, he took a step back. This one, he took a like more like jazzy approach.
Yeah,
He
it's
took
so
a
nice.
more jazz approach to this, and I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Yeah, I honestly I am. It's
Yeah,
like hearing the music. It's like,
yeah, yeah. Even though he didn't really agree with like the jazz tone, you know, with Taxi Driver.
hmm.
Actually, he
Mm.
didn't agree with it, but then, like now it's regarded as like, yeah, you know, it's usually one of the best. Really, Taxi Driver, like, okay, De Niro. I think everything is said about him. He's it's it's not really. I think like what me and Patrick always talk about Taxi Driver is that like how subtle and like how much like sympathy you feel for Travis Bickle, like even
Yeah.
though he doesn't like he doesn't cry so much, doesn't show so much, but like it's really like the little like expressions and like the way how he says it, you know, the tone, like how he delivers his lines. Oh man,
Mm.
Taxi Driver, yeah,
I want to watch that on the
I
big screen. I watched it on my monitor. It's like, oh boy. It's like,
yeah.
okay, you know what? I'll make do. Okay, so Adam, what have you been watching?
I've been watching Clone Wars.
Ah,
I just started watching Clone Wars on the end of last month.
yep.
I I watched like I remember when I first downloaded it, I watched one episode a night, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Hmm.
And each episode is like 20 minutes long. Now I'm watching like at least 3 hours of Clone Wars a day.
Three.
Okay, not yeah, at least 3 hours of Clone Wars
That's
a
like
day.
six episodes.
Yeah,
So how do you
it's like
feel?
nine. It's like 9 episodes.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the Clone Wars? You're a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I mean because I'm only like just about to finish season 4 only,
Hmm.
and you know it's been good. You know, I say it's more of like it's like a more of an okay to like good kind of scale for most of that for the majority of the episodes because obviously it caters to kids like yeah.
Yeah.
But like the stuff that really goes down that really like caught my surprise was in season 3, like midway through season 3 when shit happens and when it
Hmm.
really happens it's like this is like the type of stuff that you really want. Like I didn't even know I kind of I really didn't like the idea of like, oh, you know what, like a spin-off like a spin-off like TV show or series like adding layers to like the to like what or like what like the prequels. Like I didn't really like the idea of like the non-canon stuff adding
Yeah.
and people complaining about, oh, you know, this is not good because like, oh, this happened and it's so much better than what we got in the movies. Like yeah, I actually don't understand where you're coming from. Actually sometimes I don't. But you know, I think what's canon is canon, and I'm glad Clone Wars is pretty much canon because some of the stuff that happens here are really great.
Hmm.
Um, they gave Jar Jar. Okay, Jar Jar is still pretty damn annoying lah, but
But is it
yeah, you
better?
know, they make him do some stuff, but it's not like you could really tell he's a cartoon. You tell he's a character for kids, and you know
Yeah.
what, I sort of like that they went all out with it, even though he still annoys the hell out of me, really.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, really like I'm like some of the characters like Ahsoka, Tano, Rex, Satine. like these are like some of the new characters introduced in Clone Wars, and really like I see why people like them now. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's really good, and like there's some episodes that really like blew my mind away. Really,
yeah.
they're like really like wow, this is really like this is Star Wars really.
Mm.
After coming back from like terrible Rise of Skywalker, yeah,
Like
this is really breath of fresh air. Really,
like I'll try to get into it. It's just so many. It's like so many episodes. But do
yeah,
you know
seven
about
seasons.
there was another Clone Wars show before?
Yes, the Tartakovsky one. I watched that
Yes,
growing up.
Tartakovsky.
That is okay. That okay. So far, that Clone Wars is still very close to my heart because
Mm.
like some of the sequence the animation is in that is so great.
Yeah,
It's yeah, like
I've
Samurai Jack.
seen from the guy who made Samurai Jack. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
like some clips of it. There's this one sequence where Anakin was fighting another Jedi, I think, but he was fighting in the rain and he was holding on his lightsaber, and there was sizzles coming out from the lightsaber. That was like that's detailed. It looks really good, and then I think it was quite dark. So like when he swings his lightsaber around, it's like the light follows. It's like he's a talent. He's a talent. I enjoyed Samurai Jack a lot, including like
Mm-hmm.
the last season was great. So
I
yeah.
haven't seen actually.
Oh, what if you
Yeah.
what I did like because it's like I was watching season 5 because I wanted to watch season 5, but I told myself it's like I don't think I will get most of what happens in season 5 because I watched it as a kid. I don't remember like I only
Mm-hmm.
watched like episodes here and there when it came on Cartoon Network. So I went on a binge from season 1 to season 5, and I felt
Yeah.
that there was huge payoff in season 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Good show.
Oh,
Good
really good show.
both good animated shows. Samurai Jack, Clone Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the Clone Wars, Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Tartakovsky. Oh man, like you see that's really like one of the most like overlooked shows,
Mm.
overlooked like Star Wars content, because you really like that is like and it's not canon now, but like some of the stuff that happens in there is just like wow, it's really like you cannot imagine like that, and it's very because like because Star Wars is very Japanese as right, like all
Mm-hmm.
the Jedi lore and all, and like wow, some of the stuff here is like in there is like really, it's really great. Yeah, I really think, and it's a short and like in total it's like 2 hours long, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the Tartakovsky series is that only
Yeah, the
two
Tartar,
hours?
it's like 2 hours, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like the whole thing, or like volume one and volume two, because I got the DVD as a kid, so like yeah, I
Mm,
watched volume two much more.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it's really great. Yeah, and I think along with Mandalorian and Clone Wars, like you know what, I can really see like why people are like starting to like, oh, you know what, there's still hope for Star Wars,
Oh yeah,
there's still hope
Ahsoka
for
is
like
gonna appear
this.
in season 2 of Mandalorian.
Yeah, I heard about that. Then
Wait, who? I
I'm
forgot who was
excited.
casted again. I forgot her name.
Rosario Dawson.
Yes, Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, she recently in Zombieland Double Tap.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I
sounds like
remember her from Daredevil, the Netflix Daredevil series. She was in that too.
she's in.
Yeah, she was in that too.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So yeah, no, so yeah, there you go.
Of
Um,
course.
yeah. So and like there's new stuff. There's like a whole director's lineup for Mandalorian.
Taika Waititi. He's gonna
Oh no,
direct it.
no, he's gonna
He's
direct
gonna direct
the
a
new Star
movie.
Wars movie. There's like people like Robert Rodriguez and Peyton Reed. So
Wait, he,
Robert Rodriguez did Spy Kids,
yeah.
Sin
Hell
City,
yeah. He did Alita
and
too.
Alita.
I love the face that he made.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then Peyton Reed, who did the Ant-Man movies, well,
yeah.
partially because yeah, I like the first Ant-Man because it was actually funny. Like the second one is just like okay, yeah, it's okay,
Mhm.
it's sort of like filler ish, but Endgame like really made use of Ant-Man, so I'm like okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
They did. I
Yeah.
think okay. I think we are out of time for today. So any closing
Okay.
remarks, Adam?
Clone Wars season 4. Okay, okay. The thing about Clone Wars is that okay, just like more about Clone Wars. Like Clone Wars they have like certain streaks. They have like a streak of like mediocre to like bad episodes. Then there's like a streak of like damn good to like god tier episodes. That's Clone Wars. Like I'm going through that right now, and I like some of the episodes like recently I watched, like some of them are like really good. So like yeah, Clone Wars is good. Um, I also just rewatched The Social Network, and
Ah,
that is really like is such a perfect movie. I cannot get over Social Network. It's such a perfect movie.
okay. I
Yeah,
think that's it.
and
That's it for this
yeah,
episode. That's it. So everyone who listens, please, you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel. Follow us on like Spotify. Follow us on Instagram. I would say we're semi active. I think I've
mm,
noticed a lot of people like the promo picture for the last episode. It was silly. Okay,
yeah,
so that's it. I was Kevin, and this was Adam, and this is the end of the episode. And I'm here to confess, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars.
okay, cool.